How do you feel about being described as an artist who has a signature sound? Do you feel that yourself?
I don't. There's a term for it. There's a piece of gear. I know this is a music show, but there's a piece of gear. It's called a Line 6 pod, and it's a modeling for amplifiers. I am the Line 6 pod of guitar players. Set me to blues, I'll play it. Set me to metal. I've listened to all kinds of music, classical, jazz, country, you name it, I can mimic it. But it's the combination of all those things and all the records that I listened to, and I would sit in my room painstakingly trying to figure out what Tommy Bolin was doing or Paul Kossoff or something like that. And all of a sudden it kind of mashes up into this kind of sound, and then people go, well, it sounds original. I'm like, I don't hear it in those terms. I hear it as kind of a combination of a lot of stuff that I basically stolen over the last 25 years. It really is. And any guitar player who sits there and thinks they had the divine moment of inspiration, they came up all by themselves, is just trying to pick up girls, really.
Well, of course. That's the whole point, right?
I was just sitting there and it came to me. He's mysterious. Huh? You can use that. I'll give you that for free. Yeah.
Do you prefer to write on acoustic?
I write on the instrument that I intend to play it on. So if it's a big rocker, I'll generally crank up the Marshalls and the Les Paul. If it's an acoustic song, I write on Martin or whatever.
Do you ever sit down with other players, with the band, and jam out new songs?
Not really. It's strange. I like to do everything fast. I like to work fast. I think people's first kind of a take on the song is their best. Once it goes past take 3, then people start thinking about it, and it loses that edge. It's that extra 5% that you get going. Just play along. Okay, and you play along, and you react, and you don't think. And that's, to me, are the great records, because a lot of those records that I grew up listening to sound like they were done going, listen, we got 3 days to record 12 songs. So we can sit here and meander about it, or we can just get on with it. So, all right, so they would play and play and play. And a record's just a snapshot of where you are in a particular time and place, Have the songs evolved over the years? Absolutely. Could we have made better versions on album of the same songs if we had woodshedded them for 2 or 3 years? Yeah. But I don't wait 10 years to put out a record. I do them once in 18 months. So.
You started pretty young.
Did.
How old?
Guitar was 4 when I started.
And how did that come about?
My father dealt vintage guitars and amps and stuff, and he was a guitarist.
So the guitar's in the house.
Always guitars in the house.
Right.
There's pictures of me at 3 years old with a very nice Martin acoustic, just clawing at it. And I think that's when he came to the realization that I needed my own guitar.